everybody, welcome to Let's Play Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I'm your host Amulius. After last episode, I went and looked a little bit at the in-game mechanics. For example, how macro batteries work. As far as I've been able to determine, every little tube that you see is a gun. They fire one shot each. Each shell does 18 damage, and the rate of fire is essentially the cooldown. So they fire once every 12 seconds. And I've done a little bit of calculation and stuff like that, just to determine which ships were actually good and which ones aren't. For example, the Dominator does 720 damage per minute if all his shells hit, and obviously macro batteries don't have 100% accuracy, so you're never gonna get the full amount unless you're within 3 kilometers, and I think lock-on gives you 20% additional accuracy, so then all your shells would hit. And this one actually has a armor piercing ammunition, so he would do full damage, because that's another thing I looked into, how armor works. Okay, to pre-show, yeah. I am not sure if I understand this explanation. I did some testing, and as far as I could tell, this particular testing I did against Chaos Cruisers, and they have 50-50-50 armor. And as far as I could tell, 50% of the damage from macro batteries was being stopped. If this explanation over here, that they completely block 50% of incoming shells, that's essentially the same. So you're gonna have to, each shell that you hit, you're only doing 50% potential damage, or only 50% of the time you're doing damage. I've looked a little bit at, I've also looked a little bit at the potential damage of my other ships. For example, these torpedoes, you fire 6 of them, they do 45 damage. If you hit all of them, you do 260 damage, which you know is nice. However, it doesn't say if they ignore armor or not. They do ignore shields. However, they can also be shot down. You can outright miss and stuff like that. So they are not as. I think they're less reliable than batteries. And also, the Nova can, if the shot can miss, it has a minimum range. It's only forward fire arc, but when it hits, it does 200 damage. That ignores armor, doesn't ignore shields. That's also some of the reason why in some games I've hit a blip from the enemy, instant killed it, that those were escorts like for example the Cobra, who have 100% shield and 100 point shield, 100% hull integrity. If they get hit by Nova again, they instantly die. So there's that. I've taken a look at the Dauntless as well, because I essentially taken a look at every single ship in my arsenal. Dauntless Mark 1, which is this one. Forward facing lens has a damage per minute of 168, but it ignores armor. The light turrets have a damage per minute of 240, and that is the batteries on the side over here have a damage per minute of 260. Now, while I'm editing the video, I'll show some calculations on the screen how I got these numbers. But I think these calculations are a good idea to do, because when you do that, you know which one of these upgrades are, you know, potentially good for your ship. For example, this I gave all my ships upgrades before doing this, but essentially this guy with 50% additional damage to his lances could potentially strip an entire shield in a minute. Well, that doesn't sound, you know, very good, especially not considering his batteries can do that in a short amount of time, but his batteries can miss, his lances can't. Let's see, these things, the Mark IIs, their torpedoes can do 180 damage if all of them hit, and the rest of the stats are the same. So the turret macros, which you can't see here because he's damaged, they do 240 damage per minute, and these macro batteries do 216. I've also taken a look at the escorts, just to see which ones were, you know, what was good about them, what was bad, and doesn't look very good for the Cobra. The torpedoes, they can do 90 because there's 2 of them, each does 45 damage if they're not shot down. And this a single turret does 60 damage per minute. So yeah, Cobras have really bad damage. They also have terrible hull integrity and only 100% shield. So yeah, I'm not using these things other than as filler. Firestorms though are a little bit more interesting. The turret on top does 120 damage per minute, and his lance does 60. And the fun fact is I gave him additional range, so he can do that at 9 kilometers range. And considering it ignores armor, that's, you know, potentially interesting. But the sword was the biggest surprise, you know. He has 2 turrets, but his total damage per minute is 240. So I think I gave him the thing that he ignores armor. I'm probably gonna use swords a little bit more, considering they essentially have the same broadside as a light cruiser, and they have a very wide arc of 270 degrees, so you can just move them around and they can do good damage. And these now ignore armor. Enough rambling for now. Let's grab a match. Alright, we got a breakthrough for 300 points. And the breakthrough was the one with, well, I only got, could take 2 cruisers. I'm gonna take 1 cruiser, 1 light cruiser and a sword. It actually won't give me all that much, so it might be better off taking 2 cruisers, but I'm gonna go with this. Apparently can't time travel for some reason. Took my dictator over my dominator, so I want my dictator to level up a little bit as well. It's lagging behind a little bit because I took it fairly late compared to some of my other vessels. And the Dauntless Belt's the only undamaged Dauntless. So. Well, we have to defend the platforms, so let's see what we can do about that. I'm loving these close-ups, these ships are just downright gorgeous. Even these weapon platforms have tons of details on it. I never actually saw the official models for them, but I love the little spires that are on top of them. This is my dictator. What's the range of his? Yeah, good considering he's not gonna hit too much at 3 kilometers. 6 kilometers, let's engage at 3. Is this a lance? This is a lance, but he doesn't have 9 kilometer range. No, but he does the extra damage too. He ignores shields that range.
Awaiting orders. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Sailboats, because I like starting fire.
Your orders? Awaiting orders. Ship ready. Setting course. Yes, Admiral.
Actually, let's try fighting near the station so they can lend their firepower. I don't know how much firepower they got. Actually, that's quite good. Oh, didn't even know that there was something over there.
At your command.
But that's a nicer way to avoid it.
Setting course.
What's the range of these things? Oh, actually quite long, 12 kilometers.
Enemy ship sighted.
Whoa, okay. Let's first to see what let's try to.
Ship ready. Course plotted. At your command. Orders received.
Let's take care of this.
Awaiting orders. Damage teams, begin repairs now. Course plotted. Lock on target. Changing course.
He's actually trying to resist.
Brace for impact. Your orders. Awaiting orders. Orders received. Awaiting orders. Orders received. Ship ready. Underway. Engines hot. Ship ready. Target locked in. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Would wanna use my
Yes, Admiral. Engines hot. Your orders? Understood. Yes, Admiral. All ahead full. Cruising speed set. Engines hot. Course plotted.
His engine is destroyed, I think. Whoa.
At your command. Underway. Ship ready. Setting course. We are the Imperial Navy. Your orders? Orders received. Changing course. Helm coordinates acknowledged. Ship ready. Helm coordinates acknowledged. Yes, Admiral. Course plotted.
Battle. So far it seems I am getting the better.
Awaiting orders.
I am getting the better part of the deal.
Engaging.
Just to damage him.
At your command. Engines hot. Ship ready.
Oh. Oh, okay. Still managed to destroy it. I have no clue how I managed to pull that victory out of my arse, but okay. Well, maybe I do. I was one cruiser and one light cruiser and an escort against two light cruisers and two escorts. So I guess my dictator won me the battle here because he's a lot more durable. I think we were both spreading the damage around a little bit too much for our own good. Wow, Donald is level 4 now. Nice. Alright, let's take a look here. It actually earned itself another upgrade. Let's see. Okay, so he has the upgrade that is lances do 50% more damage against shields. I could increase the range of his lances, so he's a bit more of a long-ranged. Which upgrades did I have given him? Okay. He has more crit chance. I think your lock on target also increases your crit chance. And macro. Mostly I want to use this one as a lens, but especially after I, noticed the good damage potential of it. So let's increase the range of his lenses. And crew slot another to master gunner. Alright. And I think the dictator gained an advance yet. Oh, he's still about halfway. He did suffer a lot of damage, but he's not heavily damaged yet, because I think that's under 50% out of the top of my head. Locked out there. No wait, tooltip says that torpedoes do bypass shield. Oh, well, I know they do bypass shield. I thought it said bypass armor. No. Oh, in this case I am the one attacking. I would say this, because I think I have a higher chance of managing the sword stations. And I think I have to go all in, try to manage to take out these stations and then get the hell out. I think if I try to win a fight, I'm gonna lose this one. I seem to be getting this mission unlocked though. Facing chaos by the looks of it. If you're gonna put a gas cloud in my starting area, don't mind if I do. So I think I'm gonna swap this one. What does he have? He has a recon beacon and he has assumption bombed shields. Okay.
Ship ready! Your orders!
So far I only see 2 targets. That doesn't have to mean anything.
Yes, Admiral! Awaiting orders! At your command! Enemy ship sighted. Ship ready.
Oh, great. This wreckage that apparently isn't wreckage is wreckage because it's stopping my torpedoes. Not like it. What have we got over here? We got the slaughter cruiser and a devastation cruiser. Well, if we
awaiting
just
orders,
engines, they can chase us. Well, so far for the recon beacon, I don't need that.
Initiate emergency repairs! Your orders!
How did that only
yes, Admiral! Awaiting orders! At your command! Your orders! Ship ready!
Yeah, good luck firing at me now. Or you still firing at me. I thought that thing
your orders!
made it impossible for him to fire back at me.
Yes, Admiral!
Alright, cast fire on the station if he doesn't.
At your command!
Disable the station.
Awaiting orders! Yes, Admiral!
Change the signaling, right? Yeah.
Your orders! defense platform destroyed.
Apparently it didn't against him.
Damage teams, begin repairs now! Ship ready! At your command. Awaiting orders.
Well, at least I preserved my shield. I think the only thing I did was destroy the space station. Not enough to win, but I don't want to lose my ships either. Oh, because space stations apparently don't count towards destroying things. Oh! Warsaw did level up to level 4 and Formidable to level 3. Very nice. Right, let's see what we can take on Warsaw. I don't want it at range. Not interesting. I don't want range on it because I want to be up close and personal. Giving it more hull might be worthwhile. I'm thinking either increasing its hull or its shield. Increasing its speed might also be worthwhile, especially considering we want to get close with this thing. However, it might also hamper us, because that will mean our Nova cannon can't fire as much. What speed do Dauntless have? If I increase his engine, he's faster than a Dauntless. And what about the escorts? He would be faster than a sword and a firestorm. Not as fast as a Cobra though, but yeah. That's also quite interesting, because that way we can, you know, maneuver around more and get our macro cannons in our opponent's faces earlier. That said, I don't think speed is too much of an issue, so let's go for the increased hull health. And crew, well, obviously Master Gunner. I was thinking about this, and I don't think it is 25% flat crit chance. I think it increases the crit chance you have by, in this case, 75%. I'm not sure if you can see the back here. Well, this crit chance is pretty huge right now, 6.75. And for this guy, it's... I think that's the case. I think it is just increasing the crit chance you already have. So it would probably double out. So if I would put another point in it, it would probably be 9. That's what I'm thinking. Right, let's put another match in. We have to defend against a data recovery. These missions are quite tough. And it is 500 points, holy shit. Alright. That's 300 points. We could take some sword frigates. Or we could take a Dauntless and 2 sword frigates. Let's do that instead. What's this? He can disable lances or shields. Does he have? He's maneuverable. He's a good scout ship. Does he have? He has armor piercing shells and he's also. Let's take him and choose one. I'm not sure if I had one of these games online. I played him a few times on skirmish. So far my track record, even on skirmish, hasn't been exactly well for this game. I'm having tons and tons of problems with preserving or rather actually keeping the data. Because most of the times that I played it, it's been stolen from me like the last 20 seconds before I could warp out. So that was aggravating. I think he automatically sees where I am though, so I'm not sure if actually putting my flagship in that gas cloud is going to do much good. I am gonna try that. Swords. I'm gonna get up close and personal and hopefully do some major damage because they ignore armor. But or rather when they are up that close in range. I think I'm gonna try boarding actions more than lightning strikes. Lightning strikes are also nice, and boarding actions have a far more limited range. I think these only do 2 attacks and these can do 3 attacks. So that's ridiculous. And these are
Awaiting orders. Helm coordinates acknowledged.
Totally missed the mark. And why are they invisible? I think he is a Z.
Setting course.
I think he's a Z.
Your orders?
That favor actually makes your
Understood.
running silent upgrade.
Awaiting orders.
Should generate a gas cloud around you, which, well, makes you invisible.
Yes, Admiral. Burn retros.
I think he can turn because that guy is the
Setting course. At your command. Enemy ship sighted.
How about you turn around?
Engaging. Brace for impact. Yes, Admiral. Enemy ship sighted. Enemy ship sighted.
Oh.
Changing course. Helm coordinates acknowledged. Ship ready. Engines to maximum.
Target locked in.
At your command.
Targeting enemy vessel.
Underway. Yes, Admiral. Cruising speed set. Engines hot.
Ah, crappy. Crap.
Awaiting orders. Course plotted.
Brace for impact.
We are the Imperial Navy. Understood. Orders received. At your command. Your orders? Changing course.
Your orders? Cruising speed set. Engines hot.
Yes, Admiral.
Understood.
The navigator will guide us out.
Your orders. Engines to maximum.
Yeah, shut up.
Awaiting orders.
Bye bye. Woo! I think either the first or second data recovery that I actually won out of what 5 or 6 that I played in the entire game so far, so I'm happy. Did I even chat during it? I don't even recall. But it was a nice game. Yeah, we didn't destroy him all, we did cripple his ship. And we got bonus renown. I guess because it was higher level? I'm not sure. Alright. Let's see, can we, shall we do something with our renown now, or shall we hold on to it for, I don't know, getting favors on our ships? Because some of these things are really, really nice upgrades. I would actually like the Adeptus Astartes upgrade on this ship, because when he then, you know, makes boarding actions or lightning strikes, he does some major damage. And he's already a brawler, so it kind of fits. This, well, to be fair, all these upgrades are good, but these are so expensive. That's why I'm thinking of getting one on one of my Dauntless first. Which one do I use as a scout vessel? I think that's this one. Yeah. Let's see which one is the best for that. I'm not too bothered about not only having one skill. This micro warp jump is, I think, good enough. I was hoping it was an upgrade that you gained from. This is obviously very useful, because that's a free Cobra, which we in itself can use for scouting, and this ship won't ever, you know, flee. But no, I'm going to hold on to my renown, because I'm not too sure what I want to do with it yet. Thanks everybody for tuning in. My name is Demulius, and I'll see you guys next time.